You call it discipline, but every perfect detail is a distraction, so no one notices the parts of you that are still bleeding. You've built a reputation on flawless execution, every slide, every answer, every late night email polished until it gleams. But beneath the surface, every move is a shield. You're not just trying to impress, you're hiding the part of you that feels unfinished, exposed, unfixable. It isn't ambition, it's survival. The closer anyone gets, the more you tighten your grip. You feel it most when the stakes are highest, when your name is on the line, and you can sense the rawness just beneath. Most people stop here. They feel it for a moment, then retreat. But there's a reason this keeps returning to you, and it has nothing to do with discipline. By the end of this, you'll see the exact moment perfection stopped being about excellence and became the thing that keeps you invisible, even from yourself. You realize you're more afraid of being seen unfinished than of failing. It's late. A hotel room somewhere above a city gone quiet. You're hunched over your laptop, the blue light sharp against your eyes. The conference is over, but you're still working, revising the same presentation for the 5th time, even though everyone said it was already perfect. The air feels thin, cold. You scroll back and forth, changing a word, shifting a color, deleting and restoring a slide. Your phone sits face up, silent. You keep checking it, waiting for feedback that never comes, convinced that one missed detail will expose you. You tell yourself it's just one more round, just one more tweak. But you know you won't sleep until every edge is sharp enough to keep them out. This is where it starts to cost you. Perfection becomes the only way you know how to work. Every task is a test you can't afford to fail. You rewrite emails 3 times before sending. You obsess over slide formatting while deadlines slip. You dread team meetings because someone might see a crack in your logic. You keep refreshing your inbox in that hotel room, terrified a single overlooked detail will be the thing that ruins you. Every day, you trade time, energy, and presence for the illusion of safety. You don't notice how much of your life gets spent in this grip, how exhaustion is the price of never letting anything slip. You tell yourself other people are careless, that you just care more. But the real problem is, you're not working for praise. You're working to stay hidden. Most people never realize this. The loop is self-protection. If nothing is ever wrong, no one can ever touch the part of you that is. You avoid sharing drafts or asking for feedback until every flaw is sanded down, not because you want applause, but because you can't risk the feeling of being exposed. Alone with your laptop, you delete a slide for the 3rd time, not because it's wrong, but because it feels too close to what you really think. People reward your perfection, but only because it keeps them from ever having to see you. That's the brutal part. The world loves what you produce, but they never have to love you. But the armor you built to protect yourself becomes the thing that isolates you. Perfection turns you invisible. At networking events, people praise your impeccable work, but nobody remembers what you actually said. Your presence is admired, but never felt. The next morning, you walk through the hotel lobby and realize no one remembers your face, only your flawless slides. The more you perfect, the less anyone actually connects with you, and you start to wonder if there's anything left beneath the surface. You become known for being untouchable, but you can't remember the last time anyone really saw you. This is where people get trapped, perfection erodes your self-trust. Every decision becomes another opportunity to get it wrong. You second-guess every choice. You delay decisions until it's too late. You start to believe you can't trust your own instincts without external validation. In the hotel room, you stare at the send button, paralyzed, convinced that if you get this wrong, it will all unravel. The habit becomes permanent. You lose the ability to know when something is enough, and every move is haunted by the fear that you're missing something fatal. You're not chasing excellence. You're running from exposure. You can't see where the line is anymore. You don't know what's yours and what's just armor. You don't know what you want, only what you're supposed to want. You stop trusting your own hunger. You start to believe that if you ever put something unfinished into the world, it would destroy you. Your self-trust is gone. You move from task to task, always checking, always doubting, always sure there's something wrong that only you can see. Over time, you forget what it feels like to want something for yourself. Your desires shrink to what feels safest. You stop asking for what you need in relationships. You avoid conflict at home because any crack feels like a threat. You only let yourself want things that can't be criticized. After the conference, you sit alone in your apartment, unable to remember the last time you did something imperfect just for you. You scroll through your messages, but you don't start any conversations. You think about calling someone, but you don't know what you'd say that isn't filtered, rehearsed, safe. You start to believe the only version of you worth showing is the one that never bleeds, never raw, never real. You become the person everyone trusts, but no one truly sees. Recognition doesn't fix the pattern, but it breaks the trance. Seeing the cost is the first refusal to pay it blindly. For a moment, notice the urge to perfect something today, and let it sit without acting. You can feel the tension in your hands, the need to edit, to polish, to hide the unfinished. You don't have to fight it, just notice it. The pattern is still there, but it's not invisible anymore. When you see it, you're not fully lost in it. There is a name for the shape this pattern takes, and it is not perfection. The free archetype PDF below maps the hidden pattern behind this urge to stay untouched, using your birth date, birth time, and birthplace to identify one of 144 archetypes, so you can see where the pattern begins and where it quietly starts working against you.